Yup. Mortars. And here I tell them to pick up and leave.
This shall be a battle for the history books. I shall be recorded as the victor.
That's a lot of guys. Only the purple are on our side. There aren't any purple people left. So yeah, you can see why that was kind of a problem for us. And here are my cavalry again. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to get in on the action. Maybe get a couple cards so I can get some shipments. Oh. 2 factories now. Starting to pump out bombards. And here are my gardeners. No, here are my gardeners. I'm trying to get another card here. Do I actually have anything left? I'm in age 4. So, I need to get that. But, here I try to flank around and get the cannons. That's probably why they didn't survive. They stopped. Darn it. Did I at least get one of the culverin down? Yep. Not worth it, but I killed one. Oh. The Volstock is Mac's mortar ship. He has some fun with that. It kills things. Oh. Yeah, we're actually running out of trees at this point. Probably the one disadvantage of walling off, you run out of trees. But I made an agricultural center back here. It's actually super effective to do stuff like this. Just, you know, keep them in the back. And then get my 2 town centers. One here. My original one right here. And just task or tell them to send people to the plantations and to the farms to constantly pump out money. And this one, this factory I believe was on wood. This was on cannons for the moment, but switches over to wood when I realized I actually started needing it. Austin, building small outpost up here. Good idea. Not very effective without any sort of barracks or a stable to try and enforce it. Boom, boom, boom. My goodness, that's a lot of scripts. I'm gonna flip to Mackenzie and see how many that is. More than 50.
Pretty close.
Oh, Austin. Why? For some reason we actually have difficulty, doing stuff like that. Trying to get the people into other people's either transports or buildings. For some reason it doesn't work right. Austin sending in Jaguars. I'm sending in a couple Hussars. And Mac's sending in a lot of Skrelets. And I'm sending a couple Hussars round down here, and then up into here to try and see the orange, because we have no idea what they look like. And now the battle's starting to wear down. The Skrelets, who still have a pretty bad siege attack compared to, you know, anyone else. and especially bad ranged attack against guard, hussar, and all the other skirmishers and units who are actually pretty good at it. And are those... what is that? Huh. That's the Explorer. Wait, what? Okay. Do the Portuguese get 2 explorers now? What is this madness? And why do they both have the same name? That is really weird. Okay. Here I'm doing one of my strategies, which is Janissary building, because I can get this card. Janissaries can build barracks, stables, and artillery foundations, and I use that to excess. And my gardeners are slowly wearing down. Did a little bit of damage to that. Oh my goodness, people. That's a lot of them. So I set these guys aside to build the barracks and whatnot. I have 208 people out of 200. My math, it's not so great when it comes to population. Yeah, so as I mentioned, these mortars come into effect very, very nicely. He uses this thing to try and do damage as much as he can, as well as this. And I, too, decide to bring it to mortars. And more importantly, I actually use the mortar shot special attack, which sends one super far shot that blows up. And Mac is using this ship, which can train units. So, many skeletons. Constantly, many skeletons. And I sent in these guys to try and split their forces up even more, which worked rather well, actually. Until these guys showed up. Screw them. They're not nice. No. That's why you never let your cannons out of your sight, because that'll happen. Oh, speaking of cannons, 3 great bombards over here, 3 great bombards over here. That counts to 6 great bombards. That's going to be fun for later. So now these guys... Oh. I was looking at the Crassadors and realized their hand attack is absolute garbage. 9 to the Janissaries. 36. So I took advantage of that. And same with their Musketeers, which have no upgrades at all. Wow, they fell behind. Anyway. Oh. Yeah. Notice how that says out? That's because Mackenzie lost connection. So, since Austin is kind of a moderate player, I had to actually try and finish this. And, I did pretty well. I have 1 barracks up right now. That's gonna get better. So yeah, there are a lot of forces all around this area, and while they're blowing up Mackenzie's little ships, I'm blowing them up using my mortars. Trying to do as much damage as I can. And I realize, even though Mackenzie's gone, and therefore... Oh, those would have been so helpful. They're super anti-building. These are many buildings. Yeah, they would have been super helpful, but yeah, Mac didn't get to use them, which was rather annoying. Yeah, I didn't have to worry about this flank so much because I know the AI and they never pass up an opportunity to kill something, even though when you've left the game, if you kill their units, it doesn't count for anything. And I don't think I actually had any idea that this was here, so that survived. Ow. Huh. I'm impressed by that woman. She is very tough. Very tough lady. These Spanish women, my goodness. Takes more than one mortar shot to kill her. These guys kind of made a mistake. There are 4 Great Bombard over here. You know what happens when anything gets hit by 4 Great Bombards in a row? And Grenadiers. I brought Grenadiers. I have a card for 1 Great Bombard and 6 Grenadiers, so... yeah, I don't normally buy them. Probably should start. So yeah, I now have a forward base right in here. And I believe it's Henry the Navigator, who, last time I actually watched this recording, actually says, "This forward base is making me nervous." Which it should, because it's the downfall of the enemy. So, as you can see, Queen Isabella has really taken a hit from Mackenzie's raiding. And... oh man, he's building a lot of people. That's okay, so am I. Or not. Oh, I just filled up again. Okay. But yeah. Imperial Gardeners. A lot of hit points, a lot of damage. Very good unit. And Austin has just got a lot of redcoats. What? Oh, Austin. My goodness, you need to improve. He's got 20 villagers, which means... and 3 of them aren't even working, so it's the equivalent of 17 villagers. Oh my god. Oh. Heavy artillery actually does have a cost. Even though it's more free than anything else. Just needs time. Alright, so I basically just tell Austin to keep his units here and then move them to there, my base, so I can actually get my forces up and going. And there's like 5 guys attacking this fort that isn't fighting back.